My name is Jamie Shileds, and I work in Rutherford County. I've been in education for 14 years, and I've been in adult learning since the 90s, which is 30 years ago. I'll let that sit again. Yeah, so I actually started as a restaurant manager way back in my early 20s. Was a corporate trainer. I've trained sales staff in retail and hospitality and sports management. I've taught everything from wine service to five diamond service standards to adults. At one point in my life, I was actually with an organization called Otter's Chicken, and I would fly in and try to teach a new franchisee how to run their store. So I've had some very tough learning experiences on how to teach adults. And I have three things for you today to present, and let's go ahead and look at them. The first one is communication presentation. So in May, I got an accreditation from Toastmasters International. Now, Toastmasters International really seems like the curriculum was written for an OLNTT presenter. It's where leaders are made. It's based on inspiring others and creating leaders in our society. That's exactly what OLNTT does. And so through Toastmasters, they had two engagement strategies, which I'm going to share. The first one is strategic storytelling. The idea is that you want to hook the audience, much like a lesson plan with a hook in the beginning. You want to hook the audience with a brief story that helps ground what you're saying in reality. Whereas you're not just teaching them something to teach it, you're teaching them for this reason. The second is the idea that adults want to be able to speak and they want to be able to share, especially in OLNTT where we have a bunch of adults with a bunch of really great knowledge, especially about how engines work or what makes a human body sick or even how to fix hair, things that I have no idea on. And so if you can begin by focusing on that relationship and that mutual respect and have them share out maybe in smaller groups and then maybe to the group, that engages them. That helps them stay focused on what you're trying to present. Establishing that when and why, we are all there together in order to make better teachers. We want to be better teachers, and we want them to be better teachers. There is a thing I've been playing with, the word again. Again. Again is spelled Again. 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 You're gaining again. You're gaining more knowledge every time that you present. You're gaining more knowledge every time that you are in front of a group of people. And I feel like I'm a better teacher because I am gaining again every time that I present. The idea of OLNTT is to elevate the voices of others. We want to encourage that growth and inspire our participants to want to become better. The second thing, instructional feedback. Well, instructional feedback needs to be timely, specific, evidence-based, balance, and growth. Just briefly, it's timely. You have to present instructional feedback in a manner that comes quickly. If it doesn't come quickly, you lose some of that extra stuff that wasn't written in that feedback. It has to be something that's pertinent and something that's happening right now. It has to be specific and evidence-based, not just, hey, good job, chum, or you missed a mark here. That doesn't help anyone. It has to be, hey, good job, this is a great way to back up that point, or you missed the mark because you didn't quite sell what you were trying to put out in front of the audience. And so focusing on that specific and evidence-based, being balanced, having both good and bad, and being collaborative. Much like the wheels on this monster truck right over there. Much like the wheels on that monster truck. Feedback should be rotational. It should happen over and over again. You present contact, they give you feedback. You give them contact. They present a work product. You give them feedback. They respond to the feedback. You give them feedback, and it continues on in a circular motion. Feedback shouldn't be a one-way street. It should be something that continues on, and that matters because we're all trying to become better. And actually installing that element of trying to become better is exactly what we're trying to do as a group. Team dynamics. Well, facilitating teams often requires emotional intelligence as much as it does instructional expertise. I like to say it's adulting at a high level, because sometimes not only do you have to be an adult, but you have to do some adulting for other people. They come with different belief systems, different knowledge bases. They come with different levels of experience, and showing that respect to other people, I think, is really how individuals realize how a collaborative goal can be achieved. One memorable experience that I have from my PLC group this year is we have some talky people in our group. And one individual, we'll just call her Jackie. Jackie likes to really dominate the conversation and really kind of throw everybody offline because she wants to rule the conversation. It's not out of ill spite, but it's just who she is. And then we have other individuals in the room that will just shrink back in their chairs and not contribute anything. So what I did in my PLC group is I brought out a sand timer. I went to an old Pictionary game that I had in the closet. I dug it out, and it is a minute timer. And so what I did is I opened up a PLC meeting with this minute timer, and everyone had to contribute a minute about what's going on in their classroom and what they needed. And then I set the timer and let Jackie talk. And then when the minute was up, your time's up, Jackie. And then I let the next person speak for that minute. What that did is that kind of reestablished the idea is that we're all peers and we're all equals, and everyone is valued. That did wonders just for our PLC group, and it's just one thing that I tried for group dynamics that actually kind of worked, basically stressing that everyone is the same and everyone is valued. I know my time is up. I could talk a lot longer. Thank you. OLNTT brings together a wide variety of professionals, and being a successful facilitator means being able to communicate across that spectrum. I believe diverse background and my individual diverse background and ability is a strong fit to this incredible team. Thank you very much for my opportunity and the opportunity to serve again.